We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Boston Celtics come in for this one. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Back to Porzingis, and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his side.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Down low. Here's Porzingis. Takes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Williams. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Inside. Shot clock at 6. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Doors, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation, and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
There's a reason people call Kristaps Porzingis the unicorn. A 7-foot big man, but boy, what a sweet shooter he is.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. Screen by Porzingis. White looking around. Pass to Tatum. Taken away by Williams. It's stolen by Brown. White, good.
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Dagnall for a minute. He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to a defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send the double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Tatum a screen. Brown outside. Shot clock at 5. And finished off by Brown.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
You know, Doris, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jaylen, it'd probably be the three-point shot.
To the middle. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
To the inside. Holmgren with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City.
Well, Luke Dort sprints the floor, taking advantage of good defense by his teammate to get an easy opportunity.
Over in the corner, White. Here's Porzingis. Rebound by Williams. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Pass to Holmgren. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. The kick out to Holiday. Boston, no good that time either. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. It's stolen by White. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way.
And that's such good work to make this a 1-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Holmgren. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 2. And back.
The Celtics, 13.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Outside Holiday. Outside Tatum. Knocks it loose. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now this is about knowing where to be in these situations. And Gilgeous-Alexander doing a beautiful job getting to the right spot.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by 4. Now Caruso. Still scoreless. Good on the three-point shot. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for Oklahoma City. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Dort on the wing. Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I like that. Lou Dort knows I don't have an opportunity, but I can put a pass on time and on target and get my teammate involved. Nicely done.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
A bad attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, two-time MVP, and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom. Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical, easy finish for KP.
Williams looking around to the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. Not going to go that time. White with the defensive effort. Here's Porzingis. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Tipped away. It's stolen by White. Pass to Tatum. Out to Porzingis.
Boy, the aggressiveness in the paint from Porzingis. You know, putting the onus on the officials to make a call. You've got to make them decision makers.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip. And both free throws good for Porzingis. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
To the paint, deflects the pass. Porzingis with the ball. He's picked up by Holmgren.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside Tatum. To Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Caruso, no good. Celtics trail by 9. Brown deciding where to go with it. Here's Tatum. Good D by Holmgren. 36 seconds left in the first half. Right side, Williams. Inside. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got the lead up to 11 now for Oklahoma City.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
And Tatum puts up a deep 3. Here's Brown. The kick out to Holiday.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. To the middle. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Outside White. Outside Tatum. Just 4 to shoot. Caruso with the ball. He's picked up by White. Down low. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Boy, wide open teammate. Really pretty pass by Lou Dort. No hesitation there.
Inside. Here's Porzingis. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And that's 12 points for Porzingis.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Pass to Caruso. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Holiday. And we all here talk about Jrue Holiday's defense, but you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a #2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Thunder lead by 16. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. They grab their own miss. Dort with the ball. Back to Hartenstein. They get a hand on it. And stolen by White. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift them to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Brown outside. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And again, Boston with the triple.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Substitution on the floor.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Hauser misses.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Celtics trail by 12. Here's Cornette. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Cornette. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Horford with it. Driving to the basket. And finished off by Horford.
How about that effort from Al Horford? That is a ferocious finish.
To the paint. It's tipped. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Who's got a ball?
Horford double team. And Cornette gets it to go.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
Now Hartenstein. 1 second left.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
And so it's Oklahoma City up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Celtics trail by 12. Here's Tatum. Tatum slips by the contact inside.
We know this is an offensive-minded player. Jason Tatum loves running pick-and-roll action.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. For Oklahoma City. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Celtics passing it around. Outside Tatum. Tatum from three.
The ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch. Those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Dort on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
White left side. Back to Tatum. To the middle. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
The defense made the mistake of allowing Kristaps Porzingis to find his rhythm. Going to be a long night if you don't pull him off.
Holmgren. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last. What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Out to White. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's great. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Over in the corner, Caruso. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Here he goes. Lock at 6. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Yeah, you see this. Teams try to get physical with Gilgeous-Alexander, but he's willing to play through contact on drives. Nicely done.
Pass to Caruso. To the inside. Here's Holmgren. Outside, Dort. And stolen by Tatum. On the wing, Holiday. Third minute of action now gone here in the 4th. The Thunder leading by 11. There's Williams. And finished off by Williams.
That's just a terrific pass to beat the defense up the court, and that's exactly how you move the ball in transition.
Here's Tatum. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Outside Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Thunder.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely. Just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was from Chet Holmgren.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Brown with it. Dort covering. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The kick out to Brown. Off target with his three. Right side, Williams. From outside the arc. Sinks the triple. And the Thunder lead by 18. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris...
You have just because there's a lot of folks that kind of want to be well-rounded,